Hi everybody, it's Amanda from Amanda Rose Tarot, and we're here today to do your weekly pick-a-card reading. So this reading is going to go from October 22nd through October 28th, and this is going to be a love and general reading. I've picked two different decks to use today. The decks that I'm using are the Gilded Tarot and the Witch's Wisdom. So I have 3 cards from the Gilded Tarot for each pile, as well as 1 card from the Witch's Wisdom. So first of all, I just want to let you guys know I'm still offering personal readings. You can a 5-card reading for $25 or a 10-card reading for $50. The 5-card reading will be approximately half an hour, and the 10-card reading will be approximately 1 hour. So I can't guarantee it's going to be exactly that, but shoot me an email and we can talk about what you would like for a reading. So enough of that, let's get to the reading and let me show you the piles so you guys can pick. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see that. So over here we have the quartz, that will be number 1. Here we've got the stone, that's going to be number 2. And here we've got the crystal ball, and that's going to be number 3. So I'm just going to be quiet for a second and let you guys pick whichever pile you're drawn to, and then we will begin. Okay, so we're going to start over here with the quartz. And let's look at your first 3 cards. Okay, you guys got the death card. Could be a Scorpio. You guys got the 2 of cups. And you guys got the 4 of wands. Wonderful cards. Okay, so first let's go over the death card. So like I said, this could be to do with the Scorpio sign, but this, you know, a lot of people are scared by this card, but this is actually a good card. You know, this is a transformation, so an ending of a phase in your life. You're transforming, you know, there's major growth, you're learning, you know, the white horse, it signifies strength and freedom of spirit. And the white rose here, that's a symbol of purity. So, you know, this looks like a negative card, but this is actually a very positive card. You know, you can now release what no longer serves you. You may have been continuing to hang on to something, but now you're going to be able to release it with the death card coming up. There could have been fear of change, but now you're coming, you know, through that and you're able to change. So there's going to be opportunities ahead. There's going to be changes taking place. You're going to be able to finally release something. It's going to be a rebirth for you, and you know, if you weren't able to confront something, you're going to be able to confront it now. So, you know, just have faith in the future, that whatever is changing, it's, you know, for your growth. It's to help you on some level, and it's, you know, it's a symbol of, you know, freedom. The white horse is, you know, strength and freedom of spirit. So, very positive card. And you guys got the 4 of wands, also a very positive card. You know, these 4 wands are planted firmly into the ground, signaling stability. The garlands here on top of them, that signals, you know, celebrations, triumph. This is a card of contentment within the family. You know, it's a serene atmosphere. You've got these little bunny rabbits down here. They're not scared, you know. This is a peaceful card. Any, you know, hard times that you've had, or, you know, loss that you've had from the past, you know, you're able to move on from that. You're feeling satisfied with what you've accomplished. There's harmony and there's rewards for you. So, take some time off now because you have, put in a lot of hard work before, this time. And you need to take some time off. Holidays are indicated by this card. It's a time of rest, relaxation, recharging yourself. Definitely, a firm foundation. If it's a relationship, there's harmony. This could be about a home, a new home, something you've dreamt of, and you're finally moving in, or just some sort of fruits of your labor. You've worked for it and now you're able to enjoy it. So it could be a relationship, because you guys also got the Two of Cups. This is, the cups are about love and emotions. So it's a partnership. It's blending of male and female energies. It's, a romantic attachment with another person, or just a loving phase in a existing relationship. Things are more stable, and it could be that, or it could just be someone coming into your life, someone special. You have a lot of deep feelings for them. It could start out as a friendship and then progress to the next phase, whatever that may be, engagement, marriage. But it's an important, love affair. It's a bond. This ring of light around them represents a halo. It's heaven extending down, the love and the emotions to pull these two people together. So it's a bond that really can't be broken. And, it's something that words can't express, the feeling that these two people have for each other. It's intoxicating the way these two people feel for each other. So, it could be a reconciliation with another person, or, it just could be meeting someone and making a commitment with them, or just moving to the next level. With the Four of Wands, it could be moving in together with someone, taking that next step in your love, in your partnership. Whatever that may be, it's a very positive card. These are all positive cards, but whatever it was from the past, you're now able to release that. So, this is a rebirth for you, and a rebirth that brings rewards, definitely. So let's look at your Witch's Wisdom card to go with that. Okay, a theme, I think is how you say this. And the key word here is boundaries. So this goes really good with the Death card. I see a lot of the same aspects in these two cards, because this card is about, drawing a line in the sand and not letting other people's cross that line. Are there other people that were taking advantage of you, or not respecting you, or respecting your space? Maybe they were just draining your energy. But now with this card, with this sword, you're able to cut through that and cut the ties with those people that are not serving you. So if you're having trouble, you can ask a theme here to cut the cord. And it's saying that you will have perfect love, you will have perfect trust, and you will have vitality. And I do see that with your cards. You will have that perfection that you really want, but you're going to have to cut the ties. Maybe you've already done that, but it's drawing a line in the sand, knowing who you are, being clear with your intentions with others. Don't give up on yourself, don't give up on others, but know what you will and won't accept. And if it's something that you won't accept, don't let those people cross that line. Draw a circle around yourself, a boundary, and don't let other people cross it. If you know that they're, draining your energy, if they're a negative person and they're not respecting you, then obviously, you need to cut your ties with those people, whoever they may be. And I think after you do that, you are going to get, stability. You are going to get love. You're going to get that union, that can't be broken. It's a divine union. It's, a twin flame union that can't be broken. So very positive if you pick number 1. I really like that reading. So let's move on to number 2. If you pick the stone, let's look at your cards. Okay, you guys got the 7 of Swords. You guys got the Queen of Cups. So this is a water sign. So that's Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And you got the King of Cups, so another water sign. And I like when the 2 counterparts come up together. So these are the King and Queen. They're partners, and they've come up together in the reading. But I don't like the card that came up with them. Let's go over the King of Cups first, okay? So like I said, this is a water sign. He is the most feminine of the kings in the tarot. He is very intuitive. He goes by how he feels rather than logic. This person can be very magnetic. They're highly sexed. They're very emotional. Very sensitive. Water sign people are very sensitive, and it can be a blessing, but it can also be a curse to be this sensitive. So this person, they could, sometimes be jealous. They could be moody, or they could just, pull away from you in denial of their feelings, just because they are so affected by their emotions. But normally they're very warm, they're very relaxed, they're easygoing, they're very thoughtful in their love relationships. In their work life, they're very ambitious, but they dislike conflict. They don't like to get in any kind of yelling match with anybody. They'll withdraw rather than do that. They could be sulky. If they don't get what they want, they can sulk. Look, he's focusing, he's staring at his cup. It's almost like he's sulking here. So things might have not gone his way. He's kind of stuck in his emotions, I feel. He's thinking too much about his emotions. He's overthinking it, really. Whatever it is, there's a conflict, and he's sulking over it, I feel. And with the 7 of Swords, things didn't go as anticipated. There may have been some bad luck in the situation, or maybe just someone was up to no good. Something, was unstable, or someone that poured their energy into something for a time, and then they just gave up. They're restless. They're needing change. This is just a card of forewarning, saying that, something could happen. Someone could be, I don't know. They could be up to no good. I hate to say that, but I feel like, they could have taken something out of greed, or they were unfair, or they betrayed you somehow. They betrayed you, and they need to work on that. They need to change the way they are. They need to stop being so shifty. Maybe they're good for a while, and then they fall into that, the bad habits again. They need to work on that. I feel like they need, because they're not flowing smoothly. This is a card that's telling you that, someone needs to change the way they're acting. They really need to change how they're acting. It's a selfish card, I feel. Someone being very selfish. And then we've got the Queen of Cups. So, like I said, this is the female counterpart. She can be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Doesn't have to. It could just be a couple, a couple. And she is very sensitive as well. She's very charming. She's very polite. She's also very creative. She prefers one-on-one conversations with people. She can also be a little bit prone to shifting moods. Sometimes she can appear a little bit detached. She's very sensitive, and she hides that. She's loving, she's tender, she's warm-hearted, but she can lack confidence in herself, and she has trouble asserting herself. She may, be the type that puts her man first instead of putting her own needs first. But she has a lot of, psychic energy. She's a magical person. She's very, very feminine, and she has a good imagination. She's very tender towards others and animals. She's empathetic towards people and animals. She needs a sense of harmony in her home life, in her relationships. But she's very creative, and she wants that one-on-one relationship. But I feel like right now there's some problems here. Someone being unfair, someone being a little bit selfish, I feel. So hopefully, this week you'll be able to get over that. Let's look at your oracle card. Yule, and the key word down here is rebirth. So, it's saying that you're growing stronger. There's a new way of life that's coming towards you. You're headed in a new direction, and you're going to emerge wiser. You're able to put the past behind you, any difficulties that you've endured. So I feel like, that time when there was unfairness and, selfishness, I feel like, things are going to be changing, and difficulties are going to be endured, and you're going to come out stronger and wiser. You're wishing for your dreams to come true, and they will. But right now you're in a period of growth. So, this is a positive time. You're going to be able to win whatever battle this is. There's a Yule log here. So that talks about, just sitting back and relaxing right now. Enjoy the fire in front of you, the warmth. This is about the winter solstice, the shortest days of the year, but this is also a sacred time for solar rebirth, just like you're going to have this rebirth. And, there's also, it talks about, mistletoe here. And that's about fertility. There's holly, that's about protection. So know that this is a time of growth, and this is a time where you're going to be protected from any of the things of the past that were negative. You're growing, so you need to celebrate this time. It's a positive time of growth, and there's new ways coming ahead for you. So don't be discouraged, even though we're coming into that time. It's going to be darker days, but things are going to be better. Definitely you're growing during this time, and you're going to win over whatever it is, whatever battle you've had to endure from the past. And it's going to be behind you. You're going to endure. You're going to come out stronger and wiser. So this is also, I think, a good reading if you pick number 2. So let's move on to number 3 if you pick the crystal ball. Let's look at your first 3 cards. Okay, so you got the King of Wands. So this is a fire sign. So Aries, Leo, or Sag. You guys got the 8 of Swords. And you guys got the Knight of Swords. So this is an air energy, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Okay, so first let's go over this King of Wands. So like I said, this is a fire sign, someone that's very optimistic, they're very confident, they're friendly, they're good with their words, they motivate others, they really enjoy a challenge. They are the leadership type, they make a good husband, they make a good lover, they are a proud parent. They really talk up their loved ones, and they're a bit showy. They like to brag. but they're very creative. They have a lot of good ideas. They're not afraid to take a risk. They're very enthusiastic. They like variety and they bore easily. Sometimes they don't like the details bog them down. If they have a task to complete, they can leave the details up to someone else. They'd rather, get the big stuff out of the way and then leave the little stuff to other people because they do get bored easily. They can be a little bit rash, impulsive when making decisions. But they work without restraint. They have a lot of energy, very high energy level. They stand out for that, and they really inspire others with the way, they have such an, high energy, and they work without restraint. On the negative aspect, they can sometimes be controlling, they can be impatient, and they can sometimes be arrogant. It doesn't have to be that way, but those are some negative aspects. And then you've got the Eight of Swords. So this is the card of feeling restricted, not able to move forward, having low confidence, being bound by your senses. The advice with this card is to remain strong. You may be feeling paralyzed, or things aren't clear right now. You have to look at things from a different perspective. This is just a temporary restriction. So it could be a time where you're feeling alone, you're feeling restrained, you have some low confidence issues. But you have all the tools available to get out of this. These restraints are not tight, and they're loose, and she can get out of this. She definitely can get out of this, but she's wasting her mental energy on worrying, on indecision. Her energy is blocked right now, and this person may require some outside help. There may be an unexpected solution that comes to pass. But be decisive, analyze things, don't fret so much, don't worry so much. Just, face the situation. I feel like you're going within yourself, and you're worrying, and you're not able to face the situation. So break those chains away, pull down that blindfold, because there is clarity available, but you're just feeling paralyzed right now for some reason. You're weak when you need to be strong. So find that strength down within you, because you are strong, especially if you're the King of Wands. Also, if you're the Knight of Swords. This is a very strong, confident person. They're articulate, they have a lot of reasoning powers, they have a lot of wit, very, very smart person. They lead with logic rather than their feelings. So sometimes people think that they're cold, but they think, they're always in their head. They act quickly. They can do things without thinking sometimes. They have ideas, a lot of ideas. Even though they appear insensitive, they're strangely magnetic, because they're so forthright. They will definitely tell you how they feel. Very strong character, but they can act quickly, and they can be restless. Physically, they like movement. They come charging in. So something quick could be happening here. Something could be moving really quickly this week for you guys, or it could be a person. But whatever it is, there's a lot of strength that's needed. That is the advice with this card. Remain strong. Remain strong. So let's look at your oracle card to go with that. Staff, stability. Okay, so with this card, it's saying you're back on track. Keep going. Don't let others divert you from your beliefs. You're almost there. It's saying, before this you were a little bit eager to get to your destination. You could have stumbled a bit, you lost your balance, but you're coming into more centered ground. You need to slow down a little. Definitely if you're this, this Knight of Swords, you need to slow down a little before you lose your footing. You acted too quickly perhaps in the past, and you lost your balance. You stumbled a little bit, but this staff is going to redirect you and put you back on track. So any miscalculated missteps that you made, it's okay now. You just have to slow down and let the staff guide you back on your true path. You've come so far, and you're almost there. You're nearly there. Your foundation is more stable now, so you can walk without feeling like you're going to fall or you're going to trip. You're not so eager now. You're able to slow down and get back on track. So this is definitely a good card for you. If you were feeling, that you had stumbled and, your confidence had taken a hit, because here you're lacking confidence. So I feel like, things are going to get back on track with the staff here. There's going to be balance. There's going to be stability. And going forward, you're not going to have to worry about tripping up because, you're almost there. You're almost there. You've almost reached that place where, everything's going to be stable and it's going to be a firm foundation for you. So definitely a good reading if you pick number 3. Let me know down in the comments if that resonated for you. Also, give me a thumbs up if you like my reading, and share with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe so that you'll get notification when I put out a new reading, because I do put them out periodically. There's no schedule, so it's best if you subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you will be notified. So thank you guys so much, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.